Hey guys, disclaimer up front, I do not promote the usage of glitches to earn supply drops. So, what I did to get these, I don't support doing that. Do it at your own risk. You could get reset or banned, and I'll get into that later. But this whole experiment is just, it's fueled by, frustration and, anger and just pure hatred towards, World War II's loot system. Just to add some perspective, I've opened 92 supply drops capable of giving me a new weapon from the Winter Siege event, and I've got nothing. I got none of the new weapon variants. I had to complete 50 matches to unlock the Sten, and I had to pay with my own armory credits to get the GPMG. I think it was 13,000. So hopefully you see why I'm a little bit pissed. So, I will admit I didn't get these fairly. This is a glitch, and again, I'll get into that as soon as I'm finished with this. But yeah, so do at your own risk. And, I could get into how many I've opened total. I don't really want to, but it's over 200 so far. So, I haven't gotten anything good. You guys have seen, I've gotten emotes, lots of duplicates, calling cards, outfits, pistol grips, bullshit. So, for what I've put into the game, I don't feel like I've been rewarded. And again, I'll get into that too. So that's why I decided to do this. So, whatever, Sledgehammer wants to do to this account, they can reset it, they can ban it. That's why I'm on the new account. Nothing in these experiments will affect my main account, which I get gameplay from. So this is all isolated to this. So they could ban me, reset me. It's up to them. I am admitting I am breaking the rules. So, do this at your own risk, guys. Don't make videos about it. I'm just doing this to show, this is, I guess just to show how stupid and dumb it is, how saturated their loot system is, when they just throw in grips and emotes and calling cards to make it tougher to get the weapon variants. It frustrates me. So I have 50. I could have gotten more. I could have gotten 92, which I feel was stolen from me. I paid for those, I put in time for those, and I got nothing for it. So I could have gone to 92. I could have gone to 100, could have gone to 200, maybe even 1,000, but I didn't. I kept it at 50 because any more would probably take too long. So I'm gonna open those. Not this one. This one's legit. This is the one you get for logging on for the first time. So not that one, but I will be opening these 50. So we'll see. Is it bullshit or not? So let's open it up. But yeah, the whole thing is just so frustrating, to just experience. I guess just to put it in perspective to last year, if you were here for last year, Infinity Ward got so much shit, but they handled it really well. For all the complaining they got, they did a good job with what they had. I guess I could start off with the season pass. None of this would be happening if World War II, if Sledgehammer did what Infinity Ward did. They let us use the DLC weapons without having to unlock them. We're giving you 50 bucks on top of 60 bucks we already give you, and you're not gonna let us use the weapons. I feel that price tag, warrants, using the new weapons early. What else are we paying for just other than maps? That's not worth 50 bucks, but that's coming from me, so I could be completely wrong, but that's just my opinion. So, okay, there's the Sons of Mars. I'm not admitting, or not saying, I've gotten, just bullshit, on my main account. I've gotten some good ones, the Sons of Mars I have on my other account, but putting it all in perspective, over 200 supply drops, and for the most part, just grips and stuff like that, it just doesn't, I don't know, maybe that's the way that, maybe that's their business model, maybe that's what they want to do to us, but I just feel you don't want to do that to your customer base. That's not the best plan of action. So, I mean, like I said, this whole thing wouldn't have happened if you just let us use the Sten and, the, Gewehr 43 and the GPMG early if you have a season pass. What are we paying for? Take a page out of Infinity Ward's book and do that. I don't know, Sledgehammer, you are the youngest of the three, and it really does show sometimes, and I could get into whole, spiel of, them catering to pro players, nerfing and doing all that stuff, doing all what they've done to, the FG42 in the bar, and what they might do to the M1 Garand. It really shows, they're catering to pro players, and I don't think they understand that, pubs and the MLG scene are completely different, but I could just be an idiot. Who knows? I could be completely wrong about this, like I said, so who knows? They make the games. Maybe they know best. What do I know? So, I don't know. But I guess the moral of the story is, just don't buy these. Don't think about them too much. Don't overthink it. These are just awful and horrible, and, don't give them more consideration than they deserve. So, I mean, I don't know. They Advanced Warfare, Sledgehammer introduced the system. So, I don't know. Are they the evil masterminds behind the whole thing? They could be. I mean, what do I know again? Like, I'm crazy. I'm just a person that plays your game and pays you money. Like, I don't know, maybe you should do something to make sure that you don't lose that, I guess. I mean, I don't know. All I can say is that I'm looking forward to Treyarch's game next year, and this hasn't been a great experience playing yours. So, I mean, I had more fun playing in Infinite Warfare, to be honest with you guys. Like, I honestly did. And I do miss that it's gone, and that, like, you know, only, like, mostly tryhards play that game now. Like, I do miss, you know, playing it when there was a good spread of players. You know, they're all playing this game, and, you know, they're camping and head glitching and getting rewarded for that. So, I don't know. I don't like it, so that could be a pretty good indication of my opinions overall. But yeah, so I've already opened almost 20, and you know, I do realize like these are, you know, restricted or like limited compared to normal ones. Like I'm only getting 2 out of 3, so this is 100 items. But still, like if I don't get a single like, you know, weapon variant from the Winter Siege event, like that shows like how saturated and how like, you know, just like how difficult it is to get, you know, one of the new weapon variants, and why it's so difficult, and why this all could have been negated had you just let Season Pass owners get the guns early, like Infinity Ward did, but they didn't. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that was surprised to see that. I was hoping to play with the guns early, but, you know, Sledgehammer put it behind a wall, and you have to get supply drops to get past that wall and hopefully get it, and I haven't been lucky enough to do that, so that's why we're here. But yeah, this looks as bullshit as normal. If you've been watching my videos, you guys know this is nothing new. So, I mean, I still have like, I'm not even halfway, and I'm already getting kind of bored. Well, I guess a lot of you guys have already moved on from this game. Like, I read your guys' comments. I read all the comments, guys. You know, thank you so much for leaving them. And I've noticed, oh, is this a variant? Epic. It is. Okay, so that took 25 to get that. I don't know why it took so long, but all right, there we go. Oh no, yeah, that took 25. So, all right, so added on top of what I already had, and it took me 117 supply drops to get a weapon variant from these supply drops. So, yeah, or sorry, weapon variants from the Winter Siege event from a supply drop, it took me 117. So, I mean, does that sound fair? Opening over 100 to get one variant, and it was probably, I mean, okay, the Gewehr is worse than the GPMG in my opinion, so, you know, the second best, or like, that's not much. Like, if third place is last place, like, you know, second place ain't much better, so, you know, I would have liked a Sten variant, but, I mean, still, 100 plus to get one, you know, a Winter Siege variant, like, that doesn't seem worth it in my opinion. So, God, like now that this is available, like again, I do not support the use of this. Like this, like what like I guess enlightened me, or like, you know, told me about this glitch is that, you know, something in my recommended videos, like, and it was quite a flashy thumbnail, so it was the flashiest of like the 20 videos. So I of course clicked on it. I'm a simple human being, and yeah, that's how I figured this out. Like I figured it out a few days ago. I was contemplating whether or not to, like, you know, do it, because again, this is ban and reset worthy. So I'm not sure if I wanted to have one in my account. So, you know, it is a new account. And like I don't really care about it that much, but like just to have that like on my PS4 is not good. Like I'm pretty sure they can trace which PS4 has the banned account, so not great to have that on record. But like again, like after thinking it over for like, you know, a few days, like, you know, right after I saw the video and like, you know, to today, I decided to do it. So I don't know if I'm gonna do more of these, like to just see how many, like, or how, like if I do 100, like how many of those 100 like would give me like a Winter Siege variant. Like I kind of want to do that just to, like, you know, take advantage of the fact like I can do this right now. Like, you know, this hasn't been patched. I haven't been banned yet on this account, so I kind of want to do it just to see, and I guess dissuade you guys from, you know, buying or like, you know, trying to earn these, because they're not worth it. Like honestly, I just kind of do it for like, you know, an extra video. Like it gives me the opportunity to talk to you guys. Like it gives me the opportunity to, you know, really just sit back and do a really laid back video. But, you know, breaking it down, like the whole, I guess, context, like, you know, just the what these are, like, you know, really breaking it down, like basically what these are, like they're like cash grabbers. Like, you know, they're not worth it. It's now very, very saturated, so, you know, all the odds are stacked against you, and, you know, Sledgehammer's my least favorite of the 3, so I mean, it kind of looks like, I mean, I wouldn't call it a hypocrite, but it looks like I'm catering to someone. It's like me, like, saying I hate something a lot and then, like, doing it, I guess. That's not, like, a perfect comparison, but I guess the main focus of it like kind of captures it a little bit. But yeah, so I don't like Sledgehammer, and I don't like this system now. The weapon variants have been very hard to get for me, and I just keep opening supply drops. Like, prior to this, I actually paid for them and actually earned them. So I guess I am kind of being a hypocrite in a way. So yeah, for now, like while I have the opportunity, I'm just wondering whether or not I should continue doing these, upload them as videos and just wait for my account to get banned. Because, with all the money I've given, Activision for the past 3 years since, Sledgehammer introduced supply drops, and thanks guys so much for doing that. I've been forking over money every single year trying to get, some nice weapon variants, like trying to stay, I guess competitive, especially in Advanced Warfare. And, trying to get the deatomizer variants in Infinite Warfare, and, trying to get the new weapons in Black Ops 3, like, trying to basically just have some of the stuff. Okay, there's another weapon variant, I guess. How many have I gotten? Like, 3? I think maybe 2 or, well, 3 counting the Winter Siege, like, whatever that was. So that's like 3 weapon variants out of like what's going to be 100 drops. Like look all this. Look at all the clothing and calling cards I've gotten. Like that's a majority of what I pull from these. So hopefully that shows you guys, like, if you don't play this game, like how saturated and how like unfair the whole RNG and like loot system is. Like look at all that. Like you just keep getting constant calling cards. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so let me know if you guys, or I guess, I mean, I probably will do at least another one, because, like, again, I feel like I deserve that. Like, I've earned this right to, like, use this system, especially, like, if I'm not going to use the weapon variants. I feel like I have earned this experience to do this, because I've given so much time and so much money to, like, Activision, to Sledgehammer, to, Infinity Ward, and to Treyarch, and of those, the parent company and the 3, like, developers, like, one hasn't been as good as the other 2. Like, the other 2, at least I feel like they deserve my money a little bit, but this one, no. So, like, I feel like this is warranted. Like, this should happen. So, I guess, let me know if you guys want me to keep doing this, but I'll probably do one more, because I got 3 weapon variants, I think. If I was too busy talking, but I think I got 3. So, 3 out of 100, does that sound fair? Not to me, so yeah, so I might come back with 92, because again, I opened 92 of those, winter supply drops, and the normal ones after they made, Winter Siege material or like Winter Siege content available in normal supply drops, and I got none. So that was the first one. That was the first one I got from a supply drop, and it was a GPMG. So that was not worth 117 supply drops. So I do feel like I want to do another one, so I'll make one more, but guys, let me know if you want me to make, like, way more of these before it gets patched, because I will probably do 92 in the next one. And yeah, like guys, just don't buy these, don't try and earn them. Like, it is really, really bad right now, and, it still pisses me off, like, that Sledgehammer doesn't make the new weapons available to Season Pass owners, like, from the get-go. And I don't understand why, other than, like, to steal more of our money, or, like, make us work harder. Like, we pay for your game, we play your game, we're dedicated, like, customers. That's why we bought the Season Pass, and you just, you like, punish us. Like, I don't understand why that is, but anyways, yeah, so I could talk forever, but I don't want to, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, don't trust this loot system in World War II. It is by far, like, in COD, like, the loot system doesn't even have any, like, monetary value, at least in, like, CSGO and, like, maybe Fortnite, or I think it's Fortnite, or PUBG, or whatever it is. Like, those are actually worth something. These are worth absolutely nothing in a year. Like, these will be worthless in a year. Like, they won't matter. The new COD will. So these are especially bad, like, paying for them. So don't do that, and just, like, just keep playing your Fortnite, guys. And I know you guys are playing Fortnite right now. You guys are playing Rainbow Six, and you guys are playing Overwatch. Just stay to those games. Don't play this game for now. It's one of my unfavorite, I have to say. I thought, like, the nostalgia for Boots on Ground would really, like, take over, but it didn't. This is way worse than BO2, way worse than Modern Warfare 3, way worse than, BO1, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4. It's way worse than all of those, even World at War. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of that. I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite. But this is way worse than that. It's kind of like a cheap rendition of it. But anyways, yeah, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed this. And until next time, guys, have an awesome day. I will see you all in the next video.